Hello everyone, it's AntHazuki here with another video for Infinite Warfare. Today I'm going to be looking at the multiplayer maps for the new Continuum DLC that was released earlier in the week, and just giving you a run through of each of the maps and my thoughts on them. The first map is Turista. Now this is a spa and hotel resort complex apparently built on the body of some long dead creature. Now this map is, in my opinion, not only the best map in the DLC, this is probably the best map in the entire game. It's a typical 3-lane layout construction, but it looks absolutely fantastic, and it's clear that the development team have put a lot of time and effort with so many little nice neat touches, from everything from birds to dragonflies in the plants. Most importantly, the map actually plays fantastic as well. It caters for a variety of play styles, SMGs, assault rifles, sniper, and I found that it plays well from TDM to domination to search and destroy. Even if I'm losing, I'm usually enjoying the actual flow of this map. It's fantastic, and I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being the best map out of all of the maps released in the DLC. And it's by far the most popular that I find when I search for a game online. Moving on from what is my favourite map to what I think is possibly the weakest map in the DLC, this is Scrap. It takes place on the moon, and like the previous map, it looks absolutely fantastic. Particular note going to the skyboxes for the Earth. When I first saw this map in the pre-release pictures, it did remind me of basically Destiny from the moon area of that, and I was quite excited to play this. However, kind of like how the developers underutilized Mars for the previous map pack for the map Dominion, it's a shame for the first time that CODs ended up on the moon. We're essentially playing in an intergalactic junkyard. It plays absolutely fine. It does kind of remind me of an on-disc map rather than a premium DLC map, but it's likeable enough, and I will give one shout out for the gimmick in the map, which is a central magnet that you can attach yourself to. Useless during multiplayer, but it's fun to do for the first few times, and I'm sure we'll be seeing lots of upside down sniping shots in the future. So this DLC's remake map is called Excess, and Infinity Ward have decided to remake the much loved Rust from Modern Warfare 2, with the action this time taking place on the top of a skyscraper. I would argue that this map is less of a remake and more of a reimagining. Infinity Ward have made a number of changes to this map, which means that it's now quite a bit smaller than its original incarnation. And it's now the smallest map in the game, next to Genesis. Now because of this, the actual pace in this map is very, very fast. The new SMG guns that have come out, the VPR, are a particular favourite on this map, and like Genesis, when you're winning it's a lot of fun. If it's turned into a bit of a cluster, not so much. I think that the best modes for this are Deathmatch and Domination, but I've also had a lot of fun in 2v2s in private games as well. As to your enjoyment on this map, I think that it depends on whether you're willing to accept the changes that are being made. If you've never actually played Rust before, then you're not going to really know, and I think that you'll probably end up enjoying this map quite a bit. Onto the final map, we have Archive. Now this map primarily takes place inside an art gallery, although you do have a limited outside play around the perimeter of it. When I first saw that there was going to be another map that was set indoors, I was a little bit worried. The only other map currently in the game that has or is set inside is Frontier, and I really didn't like that map because I felt that it was very narrow corridors, very claustrophobic, and it just didn't play to the game's strengths. I've actually found that, thankfully, that this map is much different to Frontier. They've made sure that the rooms are a lot more open, and like Turista, it's another 3-lane map. It's close quarter combat, so like Excess, the SMGs rule here, so the new VPR gun is especially popular again. One of the things that I like most about this map is, again, the attention to detail that Infinity Ward have actually put into this. I would really recommend taking it into a private game and just having a look around the different rooms and art installations, and even the pictures that they've hung up even have their own little plaques that you can read. It's quite impressive. Archive is another solid addition to what is a good collection of maps. Overall, the Continuum DLC maps, I think, are of a high standard and are certainly on par with the previous DLC Sabotage collection of maps. I think that if you enjoyed the previous DLC, there's a lot to like here, and I do hope that Infinity Ward continue the quality up in the next 2 DLC releases. Thank you for watching.